Phage or Fail is the documentary about our fight against community antibiotic resistance and antibiotic overuse. It is something that is close to my heart because I live with antibiotic-resistant bacteria infecting my cystic fibrosis lungs that doctors will only treat with antibiotics. Antibiotics that cause me to affect my hearing and other undesirable side effects. Are there any other options? The doctors tell me not. I have done my research and traveled to Europe, and it's clear to me now that there are options. Simple, cheap, effective, and proven options. Options that are not available to us in most countries. Bacteriophages. Bacteriophages are more numerous than bacteria in our world. They live in us, on us, in our nature, everywhere, and they kill bacteria. At the turn of last century, they were discovered alongside antibiotics. But antibiotics kill most bacteria, and phages are very specific. Genospecific, in fact, which means they are harmless to all other bacteria and only kill very specific targeted ones. The now former Russian states, who had little access to antibiotics, used them extensively and still use them today, available over the counter without a prescription. They are harmless and not poisonous. You cannot overdose on them, and interactions or allergies are virtually unheard of. So why aren't we using them? The doctors tell me the lack of safety records and clinical tests. I decided to go to Europe and find out what's going on. My friend Cindy and I flew to Europe and visited Poland, where there is a well-established phage clinic. Then went to the Ukraine, where they sell phage medicine over the counter at any pharmacy. And finally Belgium, where they recently allowed phage treatment as well through a phage lab in a large Brussels military hospital which we visited. What I discovered is that our current Western world is airing documentaries and news stories of people rescued from the brink of death through phage medicine. People with infections that were thought to be untreatable by conventional medicine. But though these are remarkable stories, the food production and agricultural world are also discovering how bacteriophages can effectively replace antibiotics. In fact, many Western countries, including the USA, Australia, and New Zealand, are using phages in these areas already, even sprayed on ready-to-eat food products. And what is more, when used on organic produce, the product is still classified as organic. Why? Because phages are 100% natural. They're not poisonous to us. We cannot overdose on them. And pregnant women, infants, and the elderly alike will not be affected by them. They are not listed on any poison schedule. What we discovered is the missing phage piece in society. Phages have been used for many decades as an over-the-counter general medicine in most former Soviet bloc countries. And still today, there are several large pharmaceutical companies making affordable phage-based drugs that keep people from needing to visit a doctor or take antibiotics. If we want less reliance on doctor visits and less reliance on antibiotics, then the missing link is for us to at least allow these affordable phage medicine on our pharmacy shelves. The CSIRO, Commonwealth Science and Industry Research Organization, dedicated their entire quarterly microbiology magazine to it, and the biggest universities in the world study them, making them more effective for superbugs, finding more phages to cover more strains of bacteria. The scientific community is super excited about it, yet we're not allowed to use them. Why do not allow phage-based medicine into our country? Why not? Why is it? We are told because no clinical trials have been completed. Trials are only done on severe infections where patient-specific cocktails need to be applied. But the patient-specific approach does not fit clinical trials. There is little money to be made from over-the-counter medicine to fight common bacteria, those causing diarrhea, sore throats, etc. So no pharmaceutical company will invest in that. Furthermore, phages are not patentable, as they are naturally occurring. We need phage medicine on our shelves. When do we want them? ASAP. Thank you very much. Let's order some from Georgia.